Now for a movie rant break, One Up presents a movie rant break. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the movie rant break, the dopest podcast in this universe, maybe of all universes, I'm not sure. But welcome to the show. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Today, we are going to review the film Lightyear. Now, Lightyear was released back in June of 2022. Got a runtime of 105 minutes, budget of $200 million, with box office $226.4 million. Directed by Angus MacLane, screenplay by Jason Headley, Angus MacLane, story by Angus MacLane, Matthew Aldrich, Jason Headley, and starring was Chris Evans, Keke Palmer, Peter Sohn, Taika Waititi, Dale Soules, James Brolin, and Uzo Aduba. Shit, tried my best on that one. Music by Michael Giacchino. Jesus Christ, people kill me with these fucking names. Anyways, I try my best, everybody. Anybody that listens know I try my motherfucking best. Okay. So, brief breakdown of this film. Buzz Lightyear crashes his people that they're on this spaceship trying to go somewhere back home from some journey or whatever. Buzz crashes this spaceship on a planet, then they're stranded there, and then he attempts to try to get them off the planet. Yeah, easy tie-in that they did. It was like it came in and they said this was the movie Andy saw back in the Toy Story days that led to him getting the Buzz Lightyear toy, which I thought was a decent tie-in. Spoiler alert! As always, animations by Disney, Pixar, whatever, stellar. They never miss. They're super on point. Characters in this film, they were all right. Some okay comedy. Chris Evans actually wasn't a bad young Buzz Lightyear, to be honest. But the rest of the characters, they were okay. Nothing, I mean, it was all right. So, story, decent. Good plot twist, I thought, with having the additional Buzz from the future. And he came back as himself, but he was also he had found new technology and he was in this robot that was Zurg. But I always thought Zurg was his own thing. And so I don't know if I felt that was a disservice to Zurg because I thought he was cool face value. I don't really know a lot about it. But yeah, so I don't know if people were pissed about that. I thought it was clever they played on Lightyear's name, where he was traveling through time, going the speed of light, and going light years, because that was the whole thing. Like, every time he was trying to get them off the planet, he was going ahead like 4 years or something like that, trying to figure if they could travel through space going fast with their crystal. I don't fucking care. I did appreciate the shout out for that. He had this AI called Ivan in his spaceship, and at one point he pulls it out and blows it out like a Nintendo 64 game or a Nintendo game, like the, you know what I mean? So I appreciated the homage to that. And yeah, I mean, overall, this film, I didn't really give a fuck about it. Everything was just whatever. But first, I want to ask the people something. For anyone that's seen this film, they do this thing. And the thing they do is they push an agenda, in my opinion. And my question to you is, do you think that Disney is pushing the gay lifestyle agenda? Or is it harmless and they're just trying to be inclusive? because it felt to me that this was so blatant of a pushing of some ideology or lifestyle. And I think it's kind of like sexualizing a little bit, like, because it's a life. I mean, I'm not trying to like shit on nothing, but the whole notion of, okay, so let me reel it in for a second. There was one couple in this movie, right? And it was a gay couple. Now, I have no problem with gay couples whatsoever, like 0% giving a fuck, right? But the fact that there was one family and one couple in this film and it was a lesbian couple just was kind of extra to me. And I thought it was a little pushy on the agenda. Now, that was my take on it. Love to hear what y'all think about that. And because like it started where every time he goes back from trying to go in space in 4 years, fast forward, the first time she becomes engaged to this other woman. And then the next 4 years, she becomes pregnant. Then the next 4 years, it shows that they have a kid. And then the next year shows she's aged, graduating with her son that they had together. And then the next 4 years, it shows her 40th anniversary for her marriage, which I thought was like another just like extra thing. Like it's their 40th anniversary. It was just like, I don't know. It seems extra to me. I don't really give a fuck, but these are those points I think people are trying to make. Like, why are they putting that in there? Why can't it be a heterosexual couple? And like I said, I don't give a fuck, but it just was like the only couple is a gay couple in the film. I don't know. It seems a little extra to me. Maybe it's just being inclusive and I'm being sensitive to it. Not that I give a fuck, but whatever. That's what I perceived to be happening. Because it's literally the only couple and family in the movie is a gay couple. So whatever. Moving on. Another question that kind of ties in with this. Would you sign on with a film or do anything for that matter that jeopardized your integrity or your belief system if they paid you enough money? And how much money would it take for you to jeopardize and go against your belief system? Say you were against gay marriage and that lifestyle or whatever. What would it take for you to voice act in this film or do anything? Is it $1 million or is it 10 million or like no money on earth would have you sign on to anything that jeopardized those morals for you? Super curious. Let me know. Off the political bullshit, and to be very clear, I don't give a fuck. I don't. Just an observation or two that I was making, because I know Disney likes to be a little extra. So the one thing I did like, moving away from the political bullshit, is I like the robot cat socks. I thought he was dope. He was probably the only thing in the film I really fucked with. Like, he can solve extremely complicated science equations, like like time travel, basically. He shoots darts out of his mouth. He's got a blowtorch that sparks when he tries to cough up a hairball. He's also got a fire extinguisher in there and probably a ton of other shit. And I just think overall, Socks' character had the best comedy relief. And I just enjoyed his character surprisingly. And when I saw on the poster there was a cat in it, I was like, here we fucking go with the stupid sidekick that no one gives a fuck about. But in this film, Socks held it down. Shout out to Socks. He could get his own film, goddammit. But yeah, like, I don't give a fuck about this film. It did nothing for me. Animations are great as always, but it also made it very clear that Woody is a way cooler character than Buzz Lightyear. I never really thought about it, but I was like, yeah, Woody. I mean, the Toy Story films are kind of his films, but if Woody had a solo film, I know it'd be better than this one. For sure. He'd be fucking bitches and like riding dinosaurs and shit. Like, Buzz Lightyear is fucking lame. So that's my take on that. Now, giving my rating for this film, I mean, IMDb gave it a 5.9. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 75%. Fucking go get fucked. I'm giving it 3.8, and I think that's fucking generous. And yeah, that's I think that's it for Lightyear. I wouldn't watch it if I were you, but that's just me. And yeah, appreciate y'all listening to this episode. If you got any shit to talk, want to tap in and say what's up, hit me up at the Movie Rant Break on Instagram. Probably the best way to get a hold of me. And yeah, I appreciate y'all for listening. That's Lightyear 3.8. Catch you next episode. Deuces.